Hello everyone and welcome to the Transit Nomad family. In this video we're going to be exploring vintage buses in UK, taking a very cool classic Routemaster vehicle to Shenfield, which is just outside of London. Before we get started, before we get going, I would like to let you know that I'm in London for a couple of weeks, and at the end of this trip I'll be recording my final verdict video comparing London with other cities to help you decide if you should visit, while also saving you lots of time and money with practical tips on how to get the most out of your trip. This will be an exclusive video, but you can easily gain access to it by subscribing or donating any amount on buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad or through the link in the video description below. With that being said, let's begin exploring this awesome vintage bus. That's what it looks like on the outside. Yeah, this one is going in the opposite direction of where everybody else wants to go, because they want to go back to the train station and we want to go back to the middle of nowhere. This was a vintage transit experience that we booked online. It was it cost about 20 British pounds per person, which is 40 for two people, for my partner and I, which is equal to about 50 American dollars. I think it's totally worth it. It was a very good value because we got to ride several of these vintage buses and also an awesome train that is also pretty cool. They let us enjoy two different locomotives, a diesel locomotive and a steam locomotive. It was a very impressive experience, and also the ride itself was pretty long. It's not just like a couple of minutes. We did ride it for about 30 minutes from one end to the other and then back again. I did film that, and there's a video available on my channel, maybe even more than one video. Feel free to check it out if you're curious. And this whole thing is called, this whole experience is called Epping Ongar Railway, I believe. I will leave a link in the video description below. I guess we can take a look around the bus a little bit. It says it's the last Routemaster used on Route 159.
Yeah. Hold tight, please.
That is what it looks like upstairs. Pretty cool. And this is what it looks like on the outside. The famous, iconic English bus. Such an awesome adventure.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
scenery too. This shows us life in the UK outside of London. Very different. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed, I am wearing a vintage style shirt from the 70s, specifically for this vintage transit ride. I don't know a lot of transit enthusiasts who dress up for their transit rides, so make sure to give me a like for that. I would really appreciate it. Get to see a garbage truck. Now it's still gonna be a while before we reach to our final destination, and I need to save my battery, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I do want to thank you guys for liking, commenting, watching and subscribing, and remind you that as an active traveler and business owner with experience, I might be able to assist you with trip planning, life coaching and business consulting, with all the details available at buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad or through the link in the video description below. This is where you'll also find lots of exclusive content on many different cities across the globe, my helpful video guides, secret tips, and the option to request a custom video on any topic that matters to you. Once again, all of that is available at buymeacoffee.com/transitnomad or through the link in the video description below. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.